So today our patient is going to be this beautiful 2008 Legacy base model with like 230,000 miles on it. It is my daily driver work truck, and I punish the ever-living shit out of this thing. Anyway, we have symptoms of a vacuum leak. It's running like shit randomly. It seems like it's lean. Fuel trims are way up. I'm gonna find this today, and I'm gonna use this invaluable DIY hack. It's super lazy, it's super easy, it's super quick. There are multiple other methods to finding a vacuum leak redneck style, so make sure you stick around to the very end of the video because I reveal all those methods, those alternative methods to mine that we're doing here today around the end of the video. So make sure you watch the whole thing and soak it all in. You'll learn a lot. Shove a wet rag to plug this intake hole right here, this big one. Hopefully that's good enough. And I also removed this hose here, this little black one, from the evap system. It just goes from here to here. So I'm going to plug this side. This goes into the intake on this side over here too. Yeah. And then I'm going to blow a vape cloud from my vaporizer into this. We're going to see if we get steam or smoke or vapor out of anywhere. So I put a hose on there that I can blow into, just a random hose. And to plug this other side here where we still have that open hole, I'm going to use this. And that's just a little piece of tubing that's kinked a couple of times with a rubber band around it. Slip that on there. It's pretty tight. So here's my vape. It's going to kind of fill my mouth and blow it in here. So the valves in cylinder 1 are open. I'm going to have to put the plug in cylinder 1. Okay, I just put the spark plug back into cylinder 1. Typically when I perform this check, the spark plugs are in. I've never done it right before a compression test with the spark plugs out, but that's all right. Should work now. I'm going to try again. I'm getting it out of 4 too. First cylinder to access. So let me put the plug back into 4. I was just thinking to myself, I'm so grateful that it's not cylinder 4, the hardest one to get at, and they're tight. Let me try it again. Oh, I see a little bit. Where's that coming out of? Got smoke coming out from down here somewhere. Okay, let's do air pressure and see what happens. I'm going to use air pressure and soap and water and see if I can get bubbling action out of anywhere here, because I can't quite pinpoint it with the cloud. I can see the area, but I can't see exactly what it is. Now here is a very critical, important point. Pay attention. If you are putting air pressure into your intake manifold on your car from an air compressor, make sure you have a regulator and that air pressure is dialed way down to like 10 or 20 psi. If you go really high and you give it like a full 100 psi or 90 psi, you can blow something apart. Literally, in your evap system or something like that. Your evap system is only designed to hold air or pressure at like 7 psi or 5 psi or something like that. Ridiculously low. So you can definitely damage something if you put too much air pressure to this. So I turned my regulator way down. We only got like 20 psi, if that, probably more like 10, just to be on the safe side. And I'm going to see if I can find this leak that way. Okay, so I have the air compressor hooked up here, and that's going into that tube we connected to the intake, remember? And I have dish soap, Dawn dish soap, and water mixed together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray around the suspected areas. I'm going to try not to hit anything electronic. I'm not going to try not to get it fully saturated and in my plugs or anything like that. I'm going to be somewhat careful. And probably after I'm done with all this, I'm going to take these plugs apart and grease the shit out of them too. Anything that remotely even got wet. God damn, I'd never suspect this. I wonder if I can get it in there. See where that's coming out of? I would never suspect it of leaking there. So the soap and water kind of narrowed it down a little bit. I've got consistent air pressure going to it right now. And I'm just spraying. Yeah, it's definitely right around that boot. That's crazy. I've never had an intake leak there. I like to check around my injectors too down there. See those yellow things? Those are my injectors, and sometimes those leak. They got a little rubber O-ring. If you run lean and you got a turbocharger, it can be game over quick. Blow your engine right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happier than a pig in shit right now that I found that intake leak. I suspect that I've had that for quite a while. And matter of fact, I ran this test before. I saw the smoke coming up and I'm like, that's from a leak in the exhaust. Forget about it. Forget about it. That's normal. No, it's been leaking from under there the entire time. Luckily today I was tenacious enough, determined enough to find it, and I did. So I hope this works for you. There is another technique that old timers use. It's a little dangerous, and they take carbon intake cleaner and they spray it around the suspected areas or around the intake gaskets, all that, while the car is running. And if the car revs up or idles up, then that's how they find their intake leak. Other than that, I don't know about any other techniques. This is the one I use. I like it the most. You can also make a little box with a smoke bomb and get those you know, those little smoke bomb balls, the cheap ones offline, and use those to basically find a leak after you rig up a box with 2 ports in it or something like that. I've tried that before. It really didn't work that well for me, but it might work well for you, especially if you don't vape or have a friend that does, immediately available. But you can just buy a vape just for this. Go to the store and get one of them cheap ones. I do recommend a better one though, because these really blow some clouds, and you can just fill it with vegetable glycerin or propylene glycol. Propylene glycol straight will give you the biggest cloud, and it has no nicotine in it or anything like that. It won't hurt you. Propylene glycol is like in everything, literally. Yeah, get a vape, especially if you own a car, you're working on it, especially a turbocharged one. Get your own vape, whether you vape or not, and use it just for this purpose. So many people do. All right, stay frosty, don't do anything Jesus wouldn't do, and I will see you on the next one.